49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, league play begins and we have the big game highlights. We'll see Valley Christian battle Mitty, St. Mary's takes on Salesian, and Cal battles Amador Valley.
We have girls hoops with Christopher and Evergreen Valley, soccer featuring Terra Nova and Menlo Atherton, and the story of the Clayton Valley basketball star and how his senior season plans took a big turn. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week with boys basketball and opening night in the East Bay League. All but one of the teams starting league play with winning preseasons. Among those teams is San Ramon Valley, the Wolves featuring UC Irvine commit Luke Isaac.
The Wolves hosting a tough Doherty Valley team this week. The Wildcats now at full strength with Jalen Stokes now eligible. The UC Davis commit is a good one. The league opener at SRV Friday night.
All right, here we go. Doherty Valley takes on San Ramon Valley in the East Bay League opener. And let's start with a bang. Elliot Conley lobs it to his brother Thomas Conley. And Thomas throws down the emphatic two-handed jam. But it was the Jalen Stokes show in the first. Jalen making it splash from downtown Danville. SRV answers back on the other end. Mason Thomas over to Elliot Conley, who fires and hits from three-point land. Here's Jalen Stokes again, this time knocking it down all the way from the Livermore outlets. It's 24-17 Doherty Valley Wildcats after one. More Wildcats in the second. Rylan Sevilla to Rashad Cotton Jr. to Jalen Stokes, and Jalen lays it up and in, but the Wolves rally back. Mason Thomas finds a wide-open Tyler Smith, and the junior drills his shot from way downtown. Then it's Tyler Smith kicking it out to a wide-open Thomas Conley, and Thomas shoots and scores from deep to tie the game at 31. Here's Thomas again, this time with the drive and the finish, as San Ramon Valley takes a 35-33 lead at halftime. Second half now, and it's Luke Isaac's turn going all the way to lay it in. Then it's Isaac taking one dribble, steps back, and connects from three-point land. Luke would finish with 19 points in the game. Jalen Stokes on the fast break now, and Jalen going all the way to lay it up and in. 55-51 SRV after three, but the Wolves get firing in the fourth. Luke Isaac over to Mason Thomas in the corner, and Mason knocks it down again from deep. Doherty Valley trying to stay in it. Doherty Valley trying to stay in it. Cotton Jr. drives and gets the lay-in to go, but San Ramon Valley had answers to every Doherty Valley haymaker. Here's Brad Laird with the deep pass to Elliot Conley, and Elliot slams it home as San Ramon Valley wins its East Bay League opener, beating Doherty Valley 81-75. Thomas Conley and Luke Isaac combining for 39 points for the victorious Wolves.
McDonald boys basketball making its first ever appearance on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank member FDIC, but those mighty Mustangs are a force to be reckoned with on D as Brian Chow says, "Get that out of here!" But the Condors respond right away with Dominic Hunt nailing the triple from the wing. Back comes Homestead as Michael Hum swings a pass over the Chow, and the senior says, "Anything you can do, I can do better than you." Still in the first, Mustangs pushing the pace. Chow finds Will Hamburger, and the Burgers are grilling. 24-18 Mustangs after one. More Mustangs in the second quarter. Hamburger helps out on D, comes up with the steal, and Hamburger Helper goes coast to coast for the easy deuce. It's 44-25 Homestead at the half. Second half now. Will was converting on second chance points as he says, "I'll take that, thank you very much." 19 points for the junior. Condors showing no quit. Check out Hunt with this crafty finish inside. My oh my, then Musa Fall pulls the trigger from the top of the key for 3 of his 13 points. But it was all Homestead in this one. Wes Lee turning defense into points, which leads to an easy layup. The Homestead Mustangs improved to 1-1 in the Santa Clara Valley El Camino division, beating McDonald 76-42.
It's the Peninsula Bay League opener between Westmore and Hillsdale. Early in the first, Sydney Shimada fights for the rebound. Lexi Carson is able to keep it in play. She feeds Kiara Nitao, who hits the mid-range jumper. The Fighting Knights up 9-5. Hillsdale with a nice offensive rebound here. Cadence Lane grabs the board, throws it up and in for 2. The Rams looking to close the gap before the quarter break. Amaya Paulino gives the rock to Kiana Chavez, who banks in the triple. 11-10 Hillsdale after one. And again, Hillsdale dominating on the board. Daniela Sierra gets one rebound, then her own, and that second chance goes. Hillsdale keeps Westmore to just 3 points in the second quarter. Sierra driving inside the key, pulls up and bangs the short two. 27-14 Fighting Knights at the half. Chavez dishing it to Jason Capistrano, who continues driving to the rim. That layup falls, but then it's Hillsdale playing good defense. Lola Jones, the freshman, getting her hand on it. A strong block there. Chavez cuts the Knights lead to 11 using a spin move and some tricky steps. Kiana is able to get that shot to fall in. Jason Capistrano would finish with a team high for Westmore with 14, but the player of the game in this one, Kiara Nitao, taking the pass from Lila Corcus. She goes around the defense and up the baseline for two. Kiara capping off her 20-point night with this three-pointer from the wing. Hillsdale wins the Peninsula Bank League opener by 14, improving to 11-1 on the year. Nitao leading all scorers.
The Granada Matadors take the field in this East Bay League match at Foothill. The Falcons dominating much of the first half action as Alyssa Morales lofts it into the box where Ainsley Lyon turns and fires, but there to block it away is the Matadors' Madeline Contreras. 20th minute, Foothill corner taken by Peyton Hasty, who lofts it into the box, and there at the goal line to save the day for Granada is June Hopkins. Hopkins now tosses it into Ava Burnham. Back to Hopkins, who sends it into the box, but Foothill keeper Annalie Moody is there. Still no score second half, so Claire Young says, let's just get a shot on goal. But Mats keeper Megan Silva is there for the save. Some excitement here. Kaya Westcott sends a dangerous ball in front. Silva the save, but the rebound is batted around until the shot is deflected away by Silva. 53rd minute, Granada attacking. It bounces, and goal! Oh, that's the lacrosse goal, so it doesn't count. Still scoreless in the final moments as Hasty sends a terrific ball into the box, but the referee calls a foul on Foothill. He is no longer my friend as the game ends in a 0-0 tie.
Each week, the Rykus Center presents the Gary Rykus Players of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week are featured in a rap performed by our good friends at the Rykus Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
49ers Cal High, James the Spitter, Gary Rykus, Players of the Week. Jeff, I see you on the beat. Let's go.
The baller Dominique Trotter really knows how to go harder, outshining all of the starters, flying high like Vince Carter. Dominique had a double-double, 17 points and 11 rebounds. In the Dame Classic, just repping the town. Beat the ground Pacers, they champion bound. Alyssa Rudd versus Oakland Tech. Read the defense like an open text. 19 points and 10 rebounds. San Ramon Valley is holding it down. Back-to-back titles, they chasing it now. Gotta stay winning to protect the crown. Making some noise, I'm hearing it loud. The wolves just making that howling sound. Cal High, James the Spitter, Jeff on the beat, Gary Rykus, Players of the Week. Happy New Year, y'all.
Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence, so Valley Christian is helping us honor young people who are on their own quest for excellence. Here is Jacob Rencher from the Milpitas basketball team.
My goal is to reach a 4.0, and I'm hoping to go to college this upcoming fall. I'm going to study hard and turn in all my homework.
Valley Christian Schools brought the holiday spirit to life with their annual Christmas at the California performances. The Conservatory of the Arts showcased 4 incredible shows featuring talented students from elementary, junior high, and high school. The California Theater came alive with the beautiful sounds of jazz bands, winds, strings, and vocal ensembles, along with captivating performances from the Vivid Dance team. It was a magical celebration of art, talent, and Christmas cheer. Become a warrior today at apply.vcs.net.
The Golden State Warriors bring us the Basketball Coach of the Week every week.
This week's Warriors Coach of the Week is Oakland's Orlando Watkins. The Wildcats winning the Damian Lillard Classic with an impressive win over Grant last week. Orlando Watkins, this week's Golden State Warriors Coach of the Week.
Coming up, West Catholic League action as Valley Christian battles Midi.
And rivals Miramonte and Campo Lindo go at it on the soccer pitch when 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank returns.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here. Because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think the heater's broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering a $68 furnace tune-up. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Always remain true. It's getting sucked in the mouth. You can't handle that. Bring the fight to them today. Be pissed off about it. Come on, physical team. Go win this game today.
2025 season tickets are now available. Secure your seats at Levi's Stadium today.
Dub Nation, you ready? Here we go.
Draymond down the lane to dunk it down! Exclamation point!
Moody with 1 second puts it up, banked it in!
3.3 to work with. Buddy here.
The switch to Lively. 3, Curry.
It's game time, Dub Nation. The time is now. Get your tickets at Warriors.com.
Cal High Sports is brought to you by Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence. Help us bring positive attention to Bay Area teens every week. Become a 49ers Cal High Sports sponsor. Scan the QR code for details.
The West Catholic League tips off this week with Mitty and Valley Christian in our spotlight. The Mitty Monarchs come into the game with a 7-3 preseason record.
Yep, the Monarchs hosting the 9-1 Valley Christian Warriors this week in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. That means free chicken sandwiches for everyone after the game, courtesy of Chick-fil-A. Our reporter at the game is Adrian Soriano.
Welcome to Archbishop Mitty High School for the West Catholic League opener between the Archbishop Mitty Monarchs and the Valley Christian Warriors. Both teams feature outstanding guards. For the Valley Christian Warriors, it's senior Braden Harris. Braden is averaging 18 points and 7 rebounds per game. For the Monarchs, it's junior Caden Hutcherson. Caden is averaging 13 points and 5 rebounds per game. Which team will start off league play on a good note? Let's find out in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. The Monarchs in control early. Grayson Jalal kicks it out to a wide open Daniel Ryan, who fires and hits from three-point land. Valley Christian on offense now. Braden Harris with the pass inside to Temiola Bemisebi, and the 6'9 sophomore lays it up and in. Now it's the Monarchs' turn to respond. Caden Hutcherson driving hard to the hoop to lay it in as Mitty takes a 15-9 lead after one. Second quarter now, and Jalal dishes it to Hutcherson, and Caden shoots and scores from deep as Mitty extends his lead to 9. But the Warriors storm back in a big way. Hudson Dennison over to Justin Hampton, and Justin drills his shot from downtown as VC pulls to within 2. Then it's Jaden Zook to Orititemi Maku to Braden Harris for 3. He got it as the Warriors take a 26-21 lead. Time winding down now in the first half, and Harris hits again from deep. Harris with the final 11 points for the Warriors in the half as Valley Christian takes a 34-21 lead at halftime. But the Monarchs rally back in the second half. Hutcherson with the dribble move, then connects from three-point land. Then it's Nolan Khabib over to Grayson Jalal at the buzzer. Bang! Grayson Jalal all the way from Valley Fair as Mitty pulls to within 5 after 3. VC answers back in the fourth. Temiola Bimisevi finds Justin Hampton, and the senior knocks it down for 3, and it's back to a 9-point game. But Mitty responds on its next possession. Hutcherson to Jalal. Grayson for 3. Got it! 49-43 Warriors. Now it's Grayson fighting hard in the paint to get the offensive board and the second chance bucket, and it's a 2-point game. Here's Hutcherson with the drive and the finish. finish. It's 52-51 Valley Christian. Both teams straight free throws to make it 54-53 Warriors with 5.7 seconds left. Ryan over to Jalal. Grayson goes to the paint. Kicks it out to Isaac Turner for the win. Bang! Bang! What a shot from Turner! The Monarchs win it at the buzzer. 56-54. Here's Grayson Jalal after the game.
I feel like it was super big for us because we built our momentum up. People don't believe in us. We believe in each other, so we're good. We're a super young team, so over summer we had to build that chemistry, and during the preseason we also built that chemistry too. So I think we should be good now.
In San Jose with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Christopher looking to take down last year's undefeated Mount Hamilton Division champs Evergreen Valley. Same mascot and same colors, by the way. The Christopher Cougars' Ember Navarro knocks down the triple. 11-9 Christopher after one. In the second, Navarro passes to Shiloh Vallejos, who drives, stops, and gets the bucket to go. But Evergreen Valley gains its footing in the quarter. Asta Bagat drains the step back to put EV down by one. And Aaliyah Azam follows suit from the top of the key. A money shot for Aaliyah gives Evergreen Valley its first lead of the night. But Christopher comes right back, each team fighting for the rebound. Madeline Timoni gets it and feeds Casey Carrasco at the top of the key. That shot falls. Christopher leads by 2 at the break. And right out of the half, Evergreen Valley ties it up when David Woodham gets the rebound and the putback. We are tied at 26. Azam with a cross-court pass to Bagat, and Asta takes a step to her left and sinks the three. The Evergreen Valley lead is now 5. Carrasco making her way inside the key. What a pass to Brooklyn Sachs. Brooklyn drops a deep 3 from the wing, and Christopher would lead 40-39 heading into the final frame. This time Carrasco pulls up the deep 2, and the Christopher lead is 6, 48-42 Christopher with 3 minutes left. Dia Dharma Shankar out to Azam and over to Asta Bagat, and with that triple, Asta has a 30-point game. Was it enough? Evie down by 1 with a minute to go. Woodham to Bagat to Dharma Shankar. Dia for the lead. Yes, and with that, Evergreen Valley holds on to the lead the rest of the way. Evie winning 55-50, a career night for Bagat.
Tyler Flipson checking in with the Campo Lindo Cougars, hosting rival Miramonte Matadors on a crisp Wednesday night. Campo gets straight to work. Sean Mungan-Chaga in heavy traffic, but it doesn't matter. He scores. Cougars 1-0 lead in the 14th minute. 13 minutes later now. Campo on the free kick, applying the pressure. Header to the net, but Matt's Braden Collins there for the heads-up save. Into the second half now. Mungan-Chaga finds Brody Jones in space. It's a rocket nearly through the back of the net. Goal! Extending the Campo lead 2-0. And Campo runs away with it from there. Carson Helder's corner kick finds Oscar Carr for the goal. The Sophomores' first of the season. 71st minute now. Luke Martinez, well contested, and finds the right side of the net for the score. It's 4-0 Campo Lindo. And in case you missed him, Mungan-Chaga isn't done yet. Getting by the goalie for the easy tap-in score. And that will do it. Campo takes down rival Miramonte in dominant fashion 5-0, improving to 6-1 overall on the season.
Service Champions honors student athletes who do great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Santiago Rodriguez from the Amador Valley soccer team. Santiago is a member of the school's Latino club, as well as Q Camp, the Quantum Computing Mathematics Physics Camp, where he helps conduct research by simulating the bonding of 2 hydrogen particles using quantum computing principles, something I have never done. Santiago Rodriguez is this week's Service Champion Student Spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play goes to Lily Murphy from the Branham Girls Soccer Team. Lily with a terrific diving save in the Bruins win last week. Lily Murphy, this week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award.
This week we feature the Midi Field Hockey Team, the girls with a great season on the field and in the classroom with a 3.7 GPA. Be sure to check us out on social media. You can help our show by joining our growing YouTube membership page, where you get access to a ton of great content, including early highlights, our popular covered Cal High podcast, and full game videos from the entire library of games we shoot.
Also, lots of great stuff on our Instagram, where we now have nearly 35,000 followers. You can find us at 49ers Cal High.
Coming up, back to the East Bay League for California and Amador Valley.
And Terra Nova takes on Menlo Atherton in boys soccer. But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 Girls Basketball Poll.
Party time!
From the beginning, Meriwest Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Meriwest worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Meriwest works for me.
Meriwest works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Meriwest Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Applebee's Pick Six with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
We are Bishop O'Donnell High School, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Back in the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium with another big game to open the East Bay League season. Both Amador Valley and Cal had great preseasons. Amador Valley with a 13-2 record to start league play. The Dons feature brothers Kaysen and Cade Kruger, two outstanding guards for Amador Valley.
The Dons hosting the Cal Grizzlies this week. Cal with a 14-2 preseason record with Dane Wallace averaging 16 points a game. California and Amador Valley Friday night. The Amador Valley fans out on a Friday night to see their Dons in action. The Dons up early. Cade Kruger with 2 threes in the early going to give the Dons a 16 lead. But Cal in transition as Brady Kuykendall tosses out to Dane Wallace for 3, and Cal takes a first quarter lead. Later in the first, dump it down low to Anish Chillicurry, and Anish would work in a hard down low, gets his own rebound that puts it back, and won a strong play by the senior captain. Here's Wallace again, this time driving to the rack and scoring. He takes out the cheerleader but helps her up. That's a polite young man. Down 10 in the second, here's Kaysen Kruger from deep. These Kruger brothers can shoot, but so can Harrison Park as the senior parks this one right into the bucket. It's a 12-point Cal Grizzly lead. Second half starts just like the first. It's Cade Kruger with his third of 5 3-pointers on the night. And then Casey with a nice dish on the baseline to Baruch Mena for 1 and the foul as the Dons cut the lead to 7. But Cal would take off from there. Look at Dane Wallace working hard, gets his own rebound, so strong under the basket. Dane goes insane in this one with 27 points for Cal. And here he is again. Somebody stop this guy. It's a 13-point Cal lead in the third. Fourth quarter now, and Cal wraps it up with this fancy play from Kuykendall as Brady spins into the lane, up and under. That was nice. Cal wins the league opener, 56-44, 27 points for Dane Wallace.
The MA girls soccer team cheering on the boys team as they face Terra Nova Friday night. In the 8th minute, Yandel Hernandez passes to Pablo Martinez. Martinez looking for his opening, gets a strong kick off with his left, and it goes bending inside the far post for the Bears' first goal of the match. 6 minutes later, MA, now with the 2-0 lead on the fast break. Hernandez dribbles and delivers a beautiful ball to Nathan Thurlow. Thurlow takes one move to his left, past the keeper, and that's a goal. That is Nathan's second goal. The first was assisted by Hernandez as well, and the two were not done yet. Yandel Hernandez with a pass in front of the net to Thurlow, and that shot goes. A hat trick for Thurlow, and he would finish the night with 4. Second half now, the score is 5-0 Bears. Mateo Sosnick with a great corner kick in the box, giving Noah Day Hoff the opportunity for the header, and you can count it. The Bears score once more before the end of the match. Manassas Laura Alvarez with a cannon of a shot on goal, and the MA Bears improve to 7-0-2 on the season behind 4 goals from Thurlow and 4 assists from Hernandez.
Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Aubrey, it's always best to have a plan to map out your future with targets you want to reach along the way. But sometimes even the best made plans can go astray. That is what happened with Elijah Perryman. Elijah Perryman is a D1 basketball player. He'll take his skills to Utah State next season, but Elijah's path to reaching this goal was tough. Elijah decided to leave San Francisco, where he lived with his mom. It was a tough decision for a 13-year-old. He moved in with his sister in Antioch. The goal was to improve in school and improve on the basketball court.
Was really no second thought. Like, I love my siblings, to get him in a space to where, he can feel loved, he can feel protected. He doesn't have to worry about what's going on around him. That's all I cared about, really.
She's meant a lot, I was born and raised in San Francisco, and she lived out here around this area, and after middle school, I moved out here, and just a change, it's different from the city, not just hanging around, like just being outside, just coming here, doing something constructive, playing basketball, playing for a good coach, she meant a lot to me, just to take me in for 4 years and just everything, going through the battles, going through everything. It was really appreciate her for what she did for me.
I played freshman as a freshman, and then had an incredible off season, just worked his tail off, and next thing you knew, he was one of the better players in NorCal as a sophomore. And I feel like that kind of set the trend here that, we're trying to develop players, and that's the most important thing to us is getting better.
During his sophomore and junior seasons, Elijah became one of the Bay Area's very best players. His mom and dad, who had separated, would join his sister, cheering on this talented player. It all led to this past offseason when Elijah committed to play next year at Utah State.
The coaches were great. It was a great experience and somewhere I could see myself in the future.
With the dream of playing D1 basketball fulfilled, Elijah looked forward to shining in his senior season with the Ugly Eagles. That dream was crushed early in the season when Elijah broke a bone in his foot. His senior year was likely lost.
At the time, I was like, no, it was in the first quarter. I was just like thinking like, hey, how can I get back out there? I'm at the time I'm thinking like, hope it's nothing serious, but at the same time, I want to get out there and play. We're winning. It was a big tournament for us. For us to prove something, and I just like first thing was like, how can I get back out there? And then I tried to play again. Wrapped it a little bit, and just like it wasn't the same. And I just like. It was tough, It
was really tough, especially because it was in the preseason game, so I didn't really get a chance to see him play this year. But I told him just to take his time, heal. He did a lot at Clayton Valley, so, just heal. So next year, you're starting freshman at, for college, you have the opportunity to go fully healed and give it all you got there.
It's disappointing. I will say I care about him like he's family. So. On one hand, it absolutely is crushing for me because, we've always envisioned this last year together and him taking this program to even a new level. He's already raised it to a level it hasn't been at, in my opinion, and this is going to be the ultimate quest here. But at the same hand, I think he's on to bigger and better things.
Now Elijah supports his team from the bench, cheering on the players and giving his advice. The plan didn't go exactly as expected, but the main goals of improving on the court and in the classroom were achieved.
Extremely proud. I don't think that any of us could have imagined Elijah being in this position. He didn't have an easy road to where he is now.
Elijah does hope to play again this season, but if not, he's content with his accomplishments at Clayton Valley and ready to bring it next year at Utah State. And good for his sister really helping him out.
Absolutely. The support system is exactly how he's going to thrive. He's going to be successful at the next level.
Yeah, and especially when things go wrong, to have that family there, fantastic.
Absolutely. Thank you, Robert. Mara-West Credit Union brings us the Mara-West Merit Award. This honors teachers all around the Bay Area.
Here's Patrick McGurk from Mountain View talking about outstanding teacher Jeff Morgan.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Morgan. He's been my Spanish teacher for 2 years in a row now, and he's my favorite teacher because he's very supportive and he's always like answering questions and helping out if you need it. And most importantly, he really wants his kids to succeed in his class and outside of his class as well.
Coming up, Half Moon Bay takes on the Kings Academy.
And Sharks Ice High School Hockey with Pioneer and Palo Alto. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Our mouths are one of the first places a doctor looks during a checkup, and for good reason. It can tell them things about our health, serious things that could keep us from reaching the next milestone. For over 65 years, Delta Dental has offered high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral health care providers in the nation. Delta Dental, putting your health first, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
He's got nothing but an open field in front of him. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown! Celebration! Touchdown! Celebration!
The Kings Academy features an outstanding junior guard who is averaging 20 points a game. Claxton Ledeen is the cousin of former Pinewood star Elle Ledeen, who's now lighting it up at the University of Washington.
That's right, the Knights hosting Half Moon Bay this week. The Cougars feature outstanding senior wing Asher Meehan. The Cougars traveling to Sunnyvale to meet the Knights this week.
Off to Sunnyvale now as the Kings Academy takes on Half Moon Bay. The Cougars jump out to an early lead. Paxton Lewis over to Asher Meehan, who fires and hits from three-point land. Then it's Levi Mahan going all the way to lay it up and in as the Cougars take a 4-point lead. But TKA answers back as Boss Moon dishes it to Claxton Ledeen, and Claxton shoots and scores from deep. Time winding down now. Adrian Barnett to Ledeen at the buzzer. Bang! Claxton Ledeen from downtown. 16-13 Half Moon Bay Cougars after one. Second quarter now. Xavier Barnett with the pass to Boss Moon, and the final boss spins and gets 2 of his 11 points in the game here. Now it's Adrian Barnett over to Cademan Dixon, and Cademan makes it splash from Great America as the Knights take a 22-16 lead. Half Moon Bay trying to stay in it. Paxton Lewis kicks it out to a wide open Asher Meehan, and Asher connects again from beyond the arc, but TKA takes control from there. Ben Shung over to Karan Kalapa, and the senior knocks down the trifecta. 35-24 Knights at the half. More TKA in the second half. Xavier Barnett gets the steal, and Xavier goes coast to coast to get the lay-in. Half Moon Bay responds at the other end as Paxton Lewis pulls up and hits from three-point land, but the Kings Academy was on fire in the second half. Dixon with the pass to Karan Kalapa. What a move from Kalapa before laying it in. Now it's Claxton Ledeen going all the way for the bucket as the Kings Academy wins it 69-45 to improve to 9-3 on the season.
The Pioneer Mustangs take the ice at TechCU Arena as they get set to battle Palo Alto. Pioneer storms out fast as Quentin Yan splits the defense and finishes with this backhand wrister. It's 1-0 Mustangs. Palo Alto looks to even the score up on the power play, but Thomas Vurick makes the save and Yan clears the puck out of the zone. Still 1-0 Pioneer after one. Second period now, Mustangs look to extend their lead, but Miles Joing says no sir to keep this a 1-0 game, and shortly after, Pally ties the game as Lev Miller passes it over to Sam Janik and Sam goes glove side, all tied at 1, still in the second period. Loose puck in the Mustang zone. Lev Miller wins the battle. Ben Holton takes the puck, goes back to Miller, and Pally has its first lead of the game. 2-1 Vikings after 2 periods. Third period now. Vikings with the extra man advantage. Holton swings a pass over to Matteo Tartaglia, and Matteo finds the back of the net. And Ben Holton would cash in on the empty netter to top it off as Palo Alto takes the victory. 4-1 was the final, and Lev Miller is our Sharks Ice High School Hockey Player of the Game, adding 1 goal and 1 assist for the Vikings.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
This week's Volunteer Award goes to Jonah Altschuler from the Los Altos soccer team. In his free time, Jonah volunteers with the Friendship Circle organization. Each week, Jonah spends time with special needs children, building relationships and friendships. Jonah talks about why volunteering is so important to him.
I think for me it's really rewarding and gratifying, being able to put a smile on someone else's face and give them an opportunity that they may not have, on a daily basis is pretty special for me.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award every week. This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Josh Elertz, who plays football and basketball at Acalanes. Josh with a very amazing 4.67 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Last month, Harker dance group Kinetic Crew and Harker Dance Company won first place in 3 categories in the United Spirit Association's regional dance competition. A total of 3 groups from Harker will compete at the national level of the competition later this year. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Coming up, girls hoops in the West Catholic League as Mitty meets Valley Christian.
And San Leandro takes on Piedmont, but first, there is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Our SLC learning specialists are here to help you develop skills and share tips to make learning with ADHD easier, like incorporating movement or hands-on activities to stay engaged, setting clear goals for each study session to stay on track, using checklists to break tasks down into steps and to track progress. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
Tough news for the Mitty Monarchs as their star player McKenna Velichko went down last week with an ACL tear and is now out for the season. As we all look forward to McKenna's recovery and return to the court, the games go on. Mitty starting league play this week, taking on Valley Christian.
The Warriors with an 11-1 preseason with Mia Kagita coming off a 16-point game last week against Hollister. Valley Christian and Mitty on the hilltop this week.
The WCAL opener features Archbishop Mitty taking the trip to the hilltop to take on Valley Christian. Mitty's Tiara McCarthy intercepts the pass in the backcourt and has an open lane to the rim. Mitty out to an early 6-0 lead. Emma Cook with 2 Warriors honor is able to find Naida Bangalore in the corner. Naida's shot from deep is good. Monarchs extend the lead. Valley Christian staying in it. Mia Kagita powers her way to the rim to end the first. It's 21-9 Mitty. Warriors put up the 3 ball, but it's denied by McCarthy. The sophomore blocks the shot, then recovers the ball and heaves it down court to Devin Cosgrove. Cosgrove gets settled, then finds McCarthy. Tiara takes the mid-range jumper and knocks it down. What an effort from McCarthy. 2 minutes till half. Jordan Bellward to Malia Hunter. Hunter from deep. Green. 49-11 Mitty at half. McCarthy kept the intensity all night. Here she is ripping the ball right out of the hands of a Warrior, then racing to the other end. Tiara to the rim, through contact, count it, and 1. Mitty's D only lost 3 points in the second and third. 71-12 Monarchs going into the final quarter. Warriors keeping the foot on the pedal. Team captain Kennedy Norma finds Kamara Washington in space for the bucket. Then Jasmine Liu kicks out to the wing where she finds Princess Mendoza. Mendoza is money from 3 as Mitty puts up a season high 84 points on Valley Christian to move to 10-1 this season.
Tyler Flipson here with the Piedmont Highlanders pep band, ready to host the San Leandro Pirates to kick off the WAC Foothill League play. The Highlanders waste no time, feed it to lefty Janelle Solis bearing the 3. It's 7-0 Piedmont early. So good the first time, why not run it back? Solis from 3 land again, extending the Highlander lead to 17. Final seconds, the first quarter now. Savannah Dennick dishes to Cleo Afsar as she shows off the range, nailing that 3 to end the first. Jumping ahead to late second quarter now. Brianna Webb beyond the arc, you betcha! Piedmont's got range. It's 38-5 Highlanders. No Quentin San Leandro though. Callie Turner saying, I've got range too. As she knocks that 3 in, we go into the half. But it was nothing but a Piedmont party in the second half. Taylor White on the fast break to Andrea Martin for the bucket. It's 55-19 Piedmont. Highlanders staying on the gas pedal in the fourth. Inbound to Afsar for 3 without a doubt. Her 5th 3 of the night, and that will seal the deal. Piedmont tied for first place in the West Alameda County Foothill Division with Bishop O'Dowd after taking down San Leandro in monstrous fashion.
Venardi Zurada is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor former Milpitas Athletic Director Jeff Lamb. For 48 years, Jeff dedicated his life to athletics at Milpitas High School, coaching a total of 83 seasons in sports such as girls volleyball, girls basketball, and softball. Jeff served as athletic director for 27 years while teaching 2 classes. Jeff is now the longest tenured board member for the California Athletic Directors Association and has a CCS scholarship named after him. Jeff Lamb, this week's Venardi Zurada hometown hero.
Albany East Construction brings us the Dirty Work play every week. This is a play that shows the same type of grit and determination, brought to you by all of the folks at Albany East Construction.
This week's Dirty Work play goes to McKenna Velichko. In her final game before the injury, McKenna takes one for the team, drawing the charge in the midi win over St. Joseph's. McKenna Velichko doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albany East Construction. The San Jose Earthquakes present the Soccer Players of the Week. The boys Soccer Player of the Week this week is Cyrus Chafee from Mountain View. Cyrus with the lone goal in the Spartans' win last week.
The Girls Earthquakes Player of the Week is Rubina Mamarian with a heads-up goal to steal the ball and tap it home as the Chargers tied St. Francis last week.
Coming up, St. Mary's and Salesian in the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
And girls soccer with Sacred Heart Cathedral and presentation right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
This is gonna be big.
Are you ready?
The big one's coming! The big one's coming!
Soccer's biggest stars.
Major League Soccer has begun.
All on the Bay's biggest stages. It's the start of a whole new era. We home for the season kickoff. The future starts now.
The Salesian Pride is the 3rd-ranked team in the Bay Area. The Pride with a 13-2 record overall, 3-0 in the Tri-County Rock.
The Pride taking on St. Mary's this week. The Panthers start the week at 13-2, 4-0 in the Rock. The big game is our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
By the end of this game, one of these two teams will remain unbeaten in the Tri-County Rock Division as Salesian takes on St. Mary's. For St. Mary's, they're off to a wonderful start. They've won 13 of its first 15 games, and the reason why is Donovan Michael. He's averaging just over 16 points per game. And for the Pride, be on the lookout for Elias Obenya. The outstanding junior guard is averaging just under 13 points per game. It's Salesian and St. Mary's in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. So not only we're going to rumble for the Crumble, but both teams are playing for the Rock, and Salesian looks to reclaim the Rock as Elias Obenya finds Carlton Perelia, and the junior drives right to the cup for the easy basket. More Salesian, this time Obenya is getting crafty with this spin move to the cup. We see you, but here come the Panthers in transition. Donovan Michael with a gorgeous dime the CJ ball trip, and that's quite the trip with this finish, and those Panthers continue to attack the basket. Check out this finish by Jaden Jones using the left hand. 10 points for the senior guard. It's all tied at 15 after 1. Second quarter now. Great ball movement here by the Pride as Landon Yergin finds Alvin Loving in the corner, and Alvin's getting a whole lot of loving with that trifecta. Then Loving gathers the loose ball, finds Obenya, more like a booyah! 15 points for the junior, but those Panthers continue to claw, and they respond with a 3-ball from Michael. It's 32-30 Salesian at the half. Third quarter now. Jones finds Michael from the top of the key. Straight homie cash. 15 points for the 6'6" sophomore. but Salesian would pull away. Isaiah Davis with a great feed to Leon Poe III, the son of former NBA standout Leon Poe, gets it to go, and Leon was putting together some great minutes. Here the junior is there for the putback, and to top it off, Obenya drives in, kicks it out as he falls down, and Poe delivers from deep. 11 points for Leon Poe III as Salesian wins the 23rd annual Rock Game, beating St. Mary's 64-50.
We got a lot of players who work hard in practice. I mean, everyone's pushing each other. In practice, we're really competitive, so when we get in the game, it's like we have so many offensive threats, we have so many defensive threats, everyone plays together, so I mean, our depth is great. It's going to get us far this year.
In Richmond with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Another WCAL League opener. This one features Sacred Heart Cathedral at presentation on the pitch. A scoreless first half takes us into the second. Giomi Alana finds an open Francesca Johnson in space. Johnson with no defender to worry about gets it past the goalie and finds the back of the net. It's 1-0 SHC in the 44th minute. More Francesca. Here's the sophomore working around two defenders, finding Tessa Whirl. Tessa's shot is saved, but here's Johnson on the rebound, taking the shot, and she scores! Johnson with her second of the game gives the Fighting Irish a 2-0 lead. In the 54th minute, Lila Michelian delivers the corner. Alana's header puts it right down in front of Johnson, who fires a shot and scores! Francesca Johnson completes the hat trick. 3 goals for the sophomore in the league opener. Wow. Price keeps fighting. Gracie Vieira's free kick sets up Catherine Kelly for a header, but it's just wide. As Sacred Heart Cathedral opens league play with a 3-0 dub on the road behind Johnson's 3 goals and hop on the bus back to the city very happy.
The Los Altos boys soccer team is having a terrific season.
The Eagles meeting with Jake at the Ricus Center to talk about it this week.
And we are here at the Ricus Center for Human Enhancement, where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the boys soccer team from Los Altos High School. Make some noise! All right, so we're starting off with Kapil Jakatar, and you guys have been off to a great start, winning 4 of your first 6 matches. What's been clicking for the boys?
Definitely just our team chemistry on and off the field. You know, we grab lunches and stuff like off the field, always building that chemistry around us, so yeah.
Yeah, you guys are off to a great start. Over the Connor Salida now, so, you know, obviously you guys are on a roll. You guys, you know, you're one of the captains on this team, a senior. What motivates you to be on the pitch day in and day out?
I think competition's always a big part of it, but just playing for the team, that really fills my heart, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And finally, I'm making my way over to Boone Johnson, another senior. So we saw you in action last Friday against Mountain View. That was a tough loss. But what are some of the takeaways from that match to help you prepare for league play going forward?
I think we really realized that we can compete with pretty much anyone in our league. And now just for the rest of the time, we need to take all the points we can get. We dropped the first points of the season, which is unfortunate. But if we win out, we have a really good chance of winning the whole league.
Just talk about, for you as a senior, what does this team mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, I'm good friends with absolutely everyone on the team. It's a lot of fun going to practice and games. It's all about spirit, and we have a lot of fun here.
All right, there you have it, the Los Altos Eagles. Gentlemen, best of luck to you guys the rest of the way. Take us out with a break.
It was on 3. 1, 2, 3, Eagles!
Coming up, Monroe Catholic meets Washington.
But first, here is the U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 basketball poll. The Monroe Catholic Mariners feature University of the Pacific-bound senior Kellen Hampton. The Mariners 9-2 overall, 2-0 in the Mission Valley League.
Monroe meeting Washington this week. The Huskies feature senior Gianni Clark, who's averaging 20 points a game. First place on the line Thursday night.
Monroe Catholic making the short trip to Fremont as the Mariners take on Washington. This is how you start a game right here. Brendan Williams going up high for the putback dunk. Oh my! But Washington was sizzling hot early. Gianni Clark over to James Frazier, and James shoots and scores from deep. Now it's Ishan Johnson to Gianni Clark, who takes a dribble, steps back, and makes a splash from three-point land. The Mariners on the fast break now. Kareem Jackson Jr. going all the way to the hoop, too late up and in. But the Huskies were on another level in the first. Clark finds Oinem Trin, who fires and it's from downtown as Washington takes a 1-point lead. Time winding down now when Ishan Johnson hits the fadeaway at the buzzer. It's 27-18 Washington after 1. More Huskies in the second. Arwin Tati hands it off to Gianni Clark, and Gianni drills his shot all the way from Hayward. Moreau answers back on the other end. Kellen Hampton dishes it to Dominic Walker in the corner, and Dominic knocks down the trifecta. But the Huskies were in control in the first half. Here's Arwin Tati with the drive and the reverse lay-in as Washington takes a 45-38 lead at the half. The Mariners rally back in the second half. Kareem Jackson Jr. to Dominic Walker to Kellen Hampton in the paint, and Kellen gets the lay-in to go. Now it's Jackson with the drive and the finish as Moreau Catholic pulls to within 3. Moreau jumps ahead a short time later. Jalen Thomas with the pass to Kellen Hampton, and the senior connects from three-point land. 65-54 Mariners after 3. Then in the fourth, Hampton kicks it out to Walker, and Dominic drills another shot from deep as the Mariners win at 83-65 to go to 4-0 in the Mission Valley League.
Presentation High School, San Jose's all-girls high school, presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award every week. This week's Presentation High's Female Scholar Athlete is Nicole Steiner from the Los Gatos basketball team. Nicole with a very impressive 4.33 GPA.
Give your daughter the gift of sisterhood at Presentation High School, where every girl is truly known and cared for. Our warm and welcoming community helps students excel academically, grow personally, and connect socially. From rigorous academics to vibrant extracurriculars, Presentation empowers young women to lead with confidence and compassion. Visit presentationhs.org to schedule a personal tour and discover why so many families choose Presentation. See firsthand how we can invest in each student's growth and future success. DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Medi Monarchs. Isaac Turner knocks it down from deep to win it for the Monarchs, and the boys were very happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital. Talk about college costs, scholarships, and the importance of saving for education. See if your digital banking app has personalized dashboards so you and your teen can track savings towards a college fund.
Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week every week. It's a play we thought was the very best from all of the plays this week.
Here's Adrian Soriano with the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
We start off with Salesian's Elias Obenya with the spin move and the finish. How about McDonald's Dominic Hunt with this crafty move for the bucket? Off to Fremont now for Moreau Catholic's Brendan Williams with this putback dunk. But the play of the week goes to Camp Lindo's Brody Jones with this screamer. Oh my goodness, Brody Jones! You just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to come back next week to meet the basketball star who's also an ace on the abacus. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.